So just got done watching the live action Lady and the Tramp. I figured it was about time I did, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Um, but they do like cut some stuff in this, and they add a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not a big fan of some of the stuff they added, like the opening chase scene in the train yard. Kind of didn't really seem necessary to me. Uh, Well, not an opening, really, because they do Lady's introduction first, then Tramp's, like they do in the original movie. But when they do Tramp's introduction, they do this weird chase through the trail yard, and it's like, the train yard, and it's like, why? It also made the Tramp out to be a lot more selfish in this. Like in the original movie, when it comes to the two dogs locked up by the dog catcher in his vehicle, Tramp just volunteers to free them, but in this movie they have to convince the Tramp to help them for some reason. Um, they cut out the whole zoo scene for some reason, and I don't know why, because they just have them go to the statue of a beaver and use its teeth to pull the muzzle off or something like that, and it's like, yeah, but the beaver was a funny character. So why not have him? I don't know. Kind of weird how, and this is spoiler, but it's years old by now, so it's kind of weird how many dogs get adopted from the pound. Like, it basically becomes a joke by the end of the movie. All these dogs that get adopted. I do like how they kept most of the music, like the famous love scene song, although the spaghetti dinner scene that's so famous from this movie and parodied by so many people just seems off to me for some reason. I don't know why. Uh, Real quick, this movie had me like confused because I thought was it took place in like one of the original states, like one of the colonies in like the early 1900s. Because isn't there like this newspaper that if you read that Jim Deere is reading in the first one, that you can see that he's reading about the Titanic or something like that. But for some reason, it's not a New England town, really, because seems like it takes place in New Orleans for some reason. At least I assumed it was, because there's so many references to jazz music and, like the boats and stuff. And, it's just really weird. And then, for some reason, they changed the doctor in this to being an Asian guy. I was like, why is he Asian? But then, of course, Darling is black and Jim Deere is white for some reason. I don't know why they changed it. I guess that's kind of like, oh, it's in New Orleans or something like that, but... And that's another problem with this movie, is timing. I don't know what time period this is supposed to take place in. Yeah, they've got early Model Ts and stuff, but, like, the dog catcher is using a horse-drawn carriage or something, and it's like, confusing. Lady and Tramp get a lot more scenes, I guess you could say, or a lot more lines. They actually do spend more time together in this one. Although, I don't know, it's kind of cringy. Some of the scenes, the boat scene is just, I don't know, I didn't like it. No, and they changed Jock to a girl. He's a girl for some reason now in this one, when in the first one and the second one, he was a boy, and I don't know why they made the change. I guess so Lady could have a lady friend or something like that. Oh, and spoiler, but this kind of annoyed me. They changed the ending. The very, very ending of the movie. Because in the original animated version, it ends with Lady and Tramp's puppies. But there's no puppies in the end of this one. And that annoys me, especially since I actually do like Lady and the Tramp too. And I do like the ending of the first movie, because it just feels right that, Tramp gets a home, Lady and him get to live together, and they have kids. It's like, yeah, that works. And it's especially weird seeing how much of an emphasis being a part of a family is to the dogs who are owned by people and those who aren't owned by people. I don't know, it feels weird. The actual effects for Lady and the Tramp's dogs is... Sometimes it was cool, and sometimes it was just... Well, sometimes it was okay, and then other times I was just like, oh, that does not look good. Well, it's better than Scooby-Doo in the Scooby-Doo live-action movies. But that's not really saying much, because anything could be better than that. Sam Elliott, I think his name is. Voices Trusty, the guy that's from The Ranch on YouTube. What? Not YouTube, Netflix. Oh my god. Oh, it's been a long day. And I swear it's him, because it sounds exactly like him. I swear to God. It sounds like Sam. It sounds... I don't know if it is him or if it isn't him. I didn't pay attention to the credits. Of course, the opening credit scene in this one was just... blah. Whoever it is, he does... If it's not him, whoever it is does a great impression of him. But, yeah, I liked it, but I wouldn't rewatch it by choice. You can give it a shot if you want, but I'm not guaranteeing you're gonna like it. It was kind of average for me. So, yeah. Thanks for watching this. When you do, subscribe if you want, and don't forget to give yourselves a big thumbs up. And dang these long days. Cold days, too. It's freaking freezing outside where I am right now. At my home. And, it was freezing in the house all day, too. I was just like, oh, why can't I get heat in here? Goodbye.